Hi everyone! Today I wanted to show you guys my Mary-Kate and Ashley collection. So not just my dolls, but also all of the merchandise I have for them, and movies and books and stuff. Did feature these dolls in my All My Dolls from Entertainment video that I uploaded a little while ago. If you didn't know, they are some of my favorites in my collection. They have a very, very special place in my heart. And when I was younger, they were some of the last dolls that I continued to buy, even as I was starting to fade away from collecting dolls. I still made a point in buying Mary-Kate and Ashley's stuff. When the dolls first came out, I had initially not really been into Mary-Kate and Ashley. I didn't follow them as actresses. I wasn't like a huge super fan. I'm not someone who really gets celebrity crazy. That's just never been my personality. But when the dolls came out, like always, I got really interested in Mary-Kate and Ashley, and I especially liked watching their movies and seeing the outfits that they made for the dolls in the movies. I'm going to show you everything that I have, including some like magazine clippings and whatnot. And if you want to see detailed pictures of these dolls and of my play sets and fashion packs, I will link my Flickr account below as always, and I have an album just for my Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls since I do have quite the little collection. I tried to lay out as much as I could on the floor for you, but I have some really tiny pieces and I didn't feel comfortable like putting them on the carpet. So if you want to see every piece that comes with these dolls, definitely check out my pictures on Flickr. I also have like really nice stuff written about each of these dollies. So without further ado, I'm going to show you these guys. These are the original Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. So you can see I have Ashley here, and I have both of her outfits and her pieces. I have all of her paper stuff and just about all of her plastic pieces too, because I got her boxed. She's actually a really common doll to find at the flea market, so I have a lot of duplicated things of hers as well. And then this is Mary-Kate. I got her secondhand, and she actually wasn't wearing either of her outfits when I got her. She was wearing something else. I just happened to piece her together with this outfit. And this actually was one of my sister's favorite dolls from my Mary-Kate and Ashley collection. She's really cute, and she actually has a little bit of like burn damage in the back of her head from being blow dried, because I used to love blow drying my doll's hair. Don't do that, it's not good for them. Then we have the movie Magic dolls. So I have 2 Mary-Kates and 2 Ashleys. I believe I got all of these secondhand my first year back into collecting. I don't have much of their stuff. You can see this Ashley actually was my childhood doll. I got her at the flea market when I was probably about 13. Some girl was selling off her huge doll collection, so when I found Ashley in one of the bins, I had to get her. And even though she's really heavily made up, probably even more so than my other Ashley, my sister and I both really loved playing with her. I personally prefer the Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls that use the 2001 body instead of the Skipper 1987 body, but they're still really cute. My Travel and Style dolls, which they wear clothes from the Passport to Paris movie. So 2 of these, the ones in the swimsuits, were my childhood dolls. They were actually my very first secondhand Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. I believe I got them sometime in early 2003. They might have been my second set of Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls ever, but I really can't remember. I just know I go way, way back with them. And I got them at the flea market with most of their stuff. And this is some of the stuff they came with. They came with tons and tons of paper goodies. I always thought it was a little weird how Ashley had like a really nice whole spare outfit, but Mary-Kate only had pants. And then this other set I got at the flea market in 2012 for $5, still boxed. And I was super excited because I used to play with these guys' outfits all the time on my Winning London dolls, who, like I said, use the 2001 body. So I kind of stretched out the clothes, and they were already secondhand in the first place, so I was really glad to have minty looking outfits and dolls. And then we have my Real Fashion for Real Girls. I bought these on eBay. I forget when, I think in 2014. They were still mounted on their cardboard trays, but they were missing their outer boxes for some reason, and I've always wanted these dolls. I didn't even know if they had really made them because they were so hard to find pictures of. Basically, when they started selling exclusive Mary-Kate and Ashley merchandise at Walmart, this was the first line. And I love their outfits because they remind me of some of the things that Mary-Kate and Ashley wore in Winning London. And of course, those are my favorite dolls. So I would have loved these outfits as a kid. I wish I had had these dolls. My beloved Winning London dollies, and I laid out their clothes and some of their pieces. I ran these dolls ragged. They were my very first set of Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. They were the reason I got into Mary-Kate and Ashley. I loved Ashley's curly hair. I loved their sweet faces. I remember my dad always said that he thought Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls were really ugly, but that this set was actually good looking, and I think they're all cute in their own way, but I do think this is one of the better looking sets. And I got them for Christmas in 2002, along with some of my very first Bratz dolls. I used to play with these guys in my Bratz dolls all the time, and I loved them very much. They are still some of my favorite dolls that I own. I do hope to find like a nice boxed set one day so that I can, you know, dress these guys up in some better clothes, but even if I don't, I'm glad I have them, and I managed to hold on to most of their stuff. So then we have my 3 Sweet 16 dolls. So I have 2 Mary-Kates and Ashley, and you can see that Mary-Kate's wearing both of her outfits, but Ashley, obviously I don't have the duplicate, so that's her other outfit. And they have birthday cakes. These are really funny looking outfits because of the big furry coats. So I got this Mary-Kate and this Ashley in a We 3 Friends baggie at the flea market in 2011 with a bunch of Mary-Kate and Ashley fashions, and I was really excited. They were some of the first like non-Disney dolls that I purchased when I got back into collecting. They have a very special place in my heart, and they had like almost all of their stuff except Ashley was missing the shirt. I found this the next summer in a baggie of doll clothes that I got at the flea market for like $2. Ashley's glad to have her shirt. And this Mary-Kate, I actually accidentally thought she was getting their Mary-Kate. I got her, I believe, in 2012. I just assumed, oh, she's wearing that outfit. She must be getting their Mary-Kate. Sadly, I still don't have getting their dolls. I really wish I did. I love the ones made for movies the best. And then we have my Fashion Pajamas dolls. This was my first Ashley. I got her on my sister's 16th birthday with one of the play sets you'll see in a few minutes. I always called her Riley. When I was a little older and I wasn't as into playing with Mary-Kate and Ashley together, I liked playing with just this Ashley by herself, and I named her Riley after Ashley's character in Winning London. And the poor girl has like some blow dryer damage, again, because I would always wash her and blow dry her. I had like this compulsion to wash my dolls like once a week, the ones I played with, and I'm surprised more of them didn't end up with singed hair. So then, as I was phasing out of dolls, I ended up finding this set with this Mary-Kate and this Ashley at an indoor flea market. They were covered in mold. They were in a container filled with action figures, and I saw Mary-Kate, and I had wanted Mary-Kate for a long time, but I would shop oftentimes for like emotional reasons, and I would make really dumb purchases as a result, so I tended to buy a lot of Barbie stuff instead of things like Bratz and Mary-Kate and Ashley that in the long run I would have been happier with. And I always regretted not getting this Mary-Kate because by the time I had wanted to buy her, she wasn't in stores. But I couldn't leave moldy little Ashley behind, and I'm really glad that I got her too because I think she's actually a little prettier, and obviously her hair isn't burned. I'm really glad that I saved the 2 sisters. They're happy to be together. So then we have my So Little Time dolls. I have another set, but they're in fashion packs, so I put them in the fashion pack section. I got these guys at KB Toys. I think they were some of my earlier Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. I loved them because I liked making my dolls draw and be artists. So I thought that Ashley stuff in particular was really cool. Plus I loved their casual outfits and their lockers. I always used these lockers. I always used these outfits. And these dolls are super pretty. I remember the day I got them though, they had like gel helmet hair. It was awful. Then we have Curl and Style Ashley. She was one of my first Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls. I got her at Walmart. I loved the idea of her hair gimmick because I wanted her to have curly hair like Winning London Ashley, but it doesn't work. She kind of looks like an old lady because her hair is grayish looking, and I love her nonetheless. I loved her clothes. You can tell because they're kind of like wrinkled and misshapen looking how much I played with them. And I never got Mary-Kate. I always regretted it, but my cousin's fiance for my birthday, my 21st birthday back in 2012, gave me her Sun-Kissed Summer Dana and like the Mary-Kate and Ashley stuff she had growing up. And then we have my Spa Mary-Kate. She was my last birthday present from my dad in 2011, so for my 20th birthday, I got her in Signature Aurora off eBay. And I love that she has color change features. I remember when this line came out, I was super tempted to get it, but I kept pretending that I didn't want it for some reason. I got Mary-Kate instead of Ashley because if you couldn't tell, I really liked Ashley better than Mary-Kate because she had the closed lip head mold. She's really cool, and this actually converts into a spa chair. So I just flipped it around to be a spa chair, and I love this outfit. It looks like the things they wore in When in Rome. And then we have the Celebration graduation dolls. These are some of the very last ones I added to my collection growing up, but I did manage to get these guys boxed at the flea market. There is a curly-haired variation of Mary-Kate, but mine has a straight hair. I always loved their graduation outfits, and I liked to display them in their cool graduation outfits, but they also came with prom dresses, which is really cool. I love Ashley's pierced ears, and she's very, very beautiful. And then, of course, these are the two Sense of Style Ashley dolls that I got from the same seller that had these guys. So my first one was her. I can tell them apart because she has less harsh-looking makeup. And I love these outfits. They're super fun. I wish I had Mary-Kate. This is the tackle box of all of their little pieces that I didn't want to lay out. A lot of their sunglasses I had to throw away because they were broken, and I was just holding on to broken bits that wouldn't glue together. I like these little movies that have like actual movie artwork on them, and like their games and little CDs. These are my fashion packs and dolls wearing fashion packs. So I have all three of the Holiday and the Sun outfits, and these are modeled by my duplicated set of So Little Time dolls. I got them from different sellers. I just happened to make a set together. This was my favorite fashion pack. I really wish I had another one because it is in bad shape. And then this is the other one. This is probably my least favorite fashion pack from the Holiday and the Sun line, but it's really beautiful nonetheless, and I actually have two because when I was a kid, somehow I lost Mary-Kate's shirt. I still don't know where it went. And then this is one of the other fashion packs. And this one's really cool. I love this outfit in these outfits in the movie too. And I believe both of the sunglasses that went to these broke. And they're also, again, really warped with age. I got this fashion pack and this fashion pack with my Winning London dolls. Then we have At the Beach with Mary-Kate. This is not her outfit. She is really cool looking. I got her in 2014. She's got like purple eyebrows. Really funky. But this is one of the older fashion packs, and that's the coordinating shirt. New York Minute dolls getting their fashions. I believe I have like pieces from different getting their fashions on the dolls because I don't have complete outfits, and then I have pieces to two more fashion packs. But anyways, the story behind the New York Minute dolls is I had thought about getting them a million times at the stores, but by that point they weren't really being stocked all that much since the line was kind of coming to an end. And I always thought Mary-Kate's outfit and her cool brown hair were super awesome, but I missed out. But I found these guys in the summer of 2013 for $1 each. I almost left Ashley behind because I didn't realize who she was, but she has really cool pink earrings. And these are pieces to the getting their dolls and then these are some pieces to some older fashion packs. So this is Party Time, and this is a Sweet 16 one. And this was one of the fashion packs that I got back in Christmas 2002. I played with it all the time, and it really didn't fit the Winning London dolls that great because it's made for the ones with the 1987 body. 3 play sets. So I have their dressing room. I got this with my fashion pajamas Ashley for my sister's 16th birthday. We had stopped at Walmart on our way to our aunt and uncle's house, and I got this, and I was sick that day, so I didn't feel like playing with it or my new Ashley doll, which you know I'm sick if I'm not interested in my dolls. Let's Hang Out room. This is my favorite playset because that big screen TV is awesome, and these screens are cardboard so you can actually change them out, and I do have the screens, but this was the one I always used because, you know, Winning London was my favorite movie. Of course, the bean bags, and if memory serves me correctly, I always made this Mary-Kate's and this Ashley's. And then I have the Sweet 16 car. Actually, for most of the time I had Mary-Kate and Ashley dolls, I played with a knockoff car that I like doodled all over to make it into a Mary-Kate and Ashley one. But I got this a little later on, but it's really cute. I wish the trunk opened, but it's adorable. I have my movies and books. So I used to have all kinds of different movies, like their, you know, parties with Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. But I decided, you know, only to keep the ones I would actually watch. So I have a few VHS tapes. I've been switching over to DVD because they're easier to store because they're slimmer, and also because VHS tapes tend to go bad with age. And so I have It Takes Two, Billboard Dad, Switching Goals, which is one of my favorites, So Little Time, and then Another Volume, which is on DVD, Getting There, which is one of my favorites, Then I have this 4-pack, but it's got Winning London, which is, again, my favorite movie, Passport to Paris, Holiday in the Sun, and When in Rome. And these are some of my favorite movies of theirs. Our Lips Are Sealed, that's one of my sister's favorites. The Challenge, and New York Minute, which is probably my least favorite. It is cute, though. And then, of course, I have my perfume here. I used to buy some of the makeup from the Mary-Kate and Ashley line when I was in high school, so there isn't much left, but it smells pretty good. It's very spicy. And I have some books. These are all from the Salvation Army, and I have read them all. And then I have this binder here, which is where I keep, like, my doll pamphlets. You can see some American Girl ones and posters and stuff. This is my Mary-Kate and Ashley section, so a lot of the dolls came with posters, and, like, this is one of the inserts that came with a VHS. I have, more posters. More posters. This is just to keep them nice. And then I saved a bunch of magazine cutouts. My dad would buy me magazines sometimes that had them in it. And I took apart the magazines but kept the clippings. And I stored them in here. I used to hang these up. You can tell I was collecting these even after I stopped collecting dolls. And I also have this old calendar. It was the 2005 calendar, which, as you can see, I took it apart at some point so I could use these pictures with my Mary-Kate and Ashley doll display. And then over here, these are like little paper pictures, cardboard pictures that I got from dolls, fashion packs for dolls, or clothes. So thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.